This is just a quick demo to indicate the process steps needed to deploy the dope security package um, to devices via Intune as a service. Um, so I just want to quickly share my screen and run through some of the steps that I've already taken and um, just have a better display of how this is done. So just to quickly show, this is the Intune homepage that I guess I have working internally here. Just to note that your device will need to be compliant with Intune, and to do that, you would need to use a company portal app on the device itself. When that's done, you will see on Intune itself that you will have your device will appear. The device I'm specifically looking at today is Ken Win 11-1. And you can see also here that it's compliant. It kind of gives you other information as well in terms of the last time you checked in with the device. And also I added a specific user to that device. Just to quickly take a look inside the device itself. Again, you see relevant information in relation to the user that's associated with that device that's compliant with Intune itself. And you also have the option to sync up here as well as other things. And usually clicking the sync will generate a check-in with the device itself and do any updates that are required. Also, it is important that you create some sort of a group with your device within it. So when you do create an application package, eventually it will know where to go and what to use. The one I've created here is a test. It's just the test Windows unknown user. Within that policy, you can just create a new one. This is the one I've already created. Within here, you can add your policy, or add users or devices to the policy. Just a note for my group here, which again is called test win unknown user, I have the device and the user within that. Just take a look at the setup in relation to generating the package for Intune. This is on my local device. I guess essentially what I had done was downloaded the package, the dope package from the dope console, and unzipped it. I created a folder called Intune prod within the desktop, and created this folder here called dope underscore security underscore Windows with the, I guess the version of dope. Within that, I dropped the 3 files that you would have got from the download from the dope console, which would include the agent parameters file, and the dope security root cert, as well as the executable agent version. It's also important to note that within this directory, you will need to have the Intune Win app. This is easily downloadable and lots of information online about it. We also have a direct link to this executable for download from the dope security help page for Intune. So you can go get that and copy and paste it into this folder also. Also, just to note here that the dope underscore security 13887.intune win app is the output of this. So to get that, again, I've already run this, but to get it, you can just, I guess, navigate to the Intune folder directory and run the Intune Win app executable, pointing to the folder that you created, which is this guy with a site -s, and also pointing on to the executable itself. When you run this, it will, as I mentioned, generate the output that you're looking for in the application, which will be this dope security 13887.intune win app, which we will use in Intune to upload a package. So just going back to Intune again, you can see here, we can go to the applications. If I go to all applications, the application that I created, I added here. But this is it. I've already created it. So I'll run through some of the steps needed. I call this the dope security demo. Within here, you can look at the properties page here. Again, you can edit all this information. If you create a new rule from the beginning, you have to input certain information. So I'll just take a quick look at that. Again, this is the selected file that I've chosen, which is the output from um, running that command within the command line. Just to quickly show it, you can, when you create a new package, eventually you have to choose something from here anyways. And this is the guy I had chosen, sorry, not this one, Intune prod. This is the Intune package that I had taken. That'll be displayed here. Again, you have your name and you can add a description if needed. The publisher will be dope.security. And the rest of this information is quite irrelevant, but feel free to add anything that you want here. In the next tab for programs, so you'll need to add an install command and uninstall command. These commands are again available from the dope.security help page in relation to Intune, where I guess you'll just copy and paste it over and include the actual version that you're packaging up, and as well for the uninstall commands. You can choose an installation time required minutes. I just chose 10. It's not really very relevant because we do install very quickly. But again, that's up to yourself. And allow available uninstalled. Yes, the rest of this information is just by default, so you don't need to worry about any of these. When it comes to the requirement itself, just in terms of the architecture, I just chose an operating system of 64-bit and a minimum requirement of Windows 10 1607. When it comes to the detection rules, so I created this already. Again, you'll add this and it'll look something like this, where the rule type will be a file, the path will be C program files, dope.security. The file folder name will be dope.security, and the detection method is file or folder exists. Again, all this information is available from the drop down. When you're happy with that, you can click OK and click save. The one thing to note here is that I guess because I've already created the rule, there's some other information that you get asked for that you don't really need to include. For example, here under the detection rules, there's also an option to choose dependencies and supersedence. You don't need any of those in relation to this package, so we can leave those blank and move forward. And in terms of when the assignment and who you want to send it to, you can see here that I've included under required the policy or the group that I previously created and shown, where it's just loading. You can add a group as indicated. Just show it quickly. And you would choose the group that you had created with the device, etc. within it. Okay. Just wanted to refresh that to see if the group name loaded here. It will eventually. When that's all done, you'll save your package. What will happen then is, again, a sync will occur between Intune and the device itself, and at that point we should install dope.security on the device. When it is installed on the device, you'll see on a Windows specific machine on the bottom right hand corner there will be a notification toast and pop up indicating that dope.security needs to be signed in. Also, if you were browsing on any browser, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, that you would be prompted to sign in with dope, and at that point we would get the user and the policy.